All right, we're back. We got a whopping Dark Angels versus Dark Angels here in the finals.
Yeah, it's going to be one. I think I'm going to make a pretty bold prediction here. I think the Dark Angels are going to win.
That's a good one. That's a real knee slapper right there.
Oh yeah, we got that nut soundboard.
Yeah, I got the nut button. Anyway, so 2-2-0 players. Steven's coming off of a bye round one and a pretty solid win on round two. Tod, of course, got 100. He's like the highest seeded.
Well, he scored
2-0
200
right
points in 2 games.
He scored 100 in the first one too.
Apparently.
Can you slow down?
Yeah, I think he's too diesel fueled.
I think he's too mad that he hasn't won a tournament since the GT. That's why he's trying to get 200 points.
Yeah, really.
All right. Anyway, so we got Tod from the ISC team, and then we have Stephen from Team Nut in the finals here. So,
making sure I spelled assassinate right there.
yeah, I would have corrected you. You should put Tod as Dark Angles, and then Stephen as Dark Angels.
No, just to make the real distinction.
The Fallen.
Tod is the Fallen.
Tod is the Fallen. No.
Hey, you don't get your specialist attachment, so you don't even get it.
We're pretty loose here at the final round because we know both these players very well. So
yeah, we play with them all the time. But yeah, so I guess going over secondary, so they're pretty similar to one another. We see Tod,
very similar.
Yeah, as a man of culture, taking the exact same 3. Well,
as
other than direct assault, but it's
Yeah.
effectively direct assault for the sweep and clear mission here.
Yeah, and then assassinate on Steven's end. So Steven's going to be trying to kill as much as he can because they both have the same. Anyway, I guess we go over the list.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So,
you want to go over Stevens first?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull those up real quick. And also,
maybe it'll be easier to read
while
this
we're doing that, Jughead Mania, thanks for following.
Jughead Mania.
Yep, so I'll go over Steve's list real quick, just because we haven't gone over his yet.
I guess you could do that.
Yep, so he's starting off with 1 Dark Angels patrol detachment.
Yep, 2 patrols.
Yep, so he's taking a double patrol. For his HQs, he's taking Azrael as his warlord with Brilliant Strategist. So that's
brilliant, big brain.
Yeah,
strategist.
Azrael, if I remember right, he gives out aura.
2 CPs, I think.
Yeah, he gives you 2 CPs, and he gives you an aura.
4 up
Aura
invul.
For his other HQ, he's also got a Ravenwing Talon Master with the Corvus Oculus. Not exactly sure what that does.
It's +1 to hit rolls, and then also +6 inch range.
Awesome.
On the Talon Master. So, Steven's also got 3 Deathwing Terminator squads with a Thunderhammer and 3 Lightning Claws, or 4 Lightning Claws in each one. And then he's got 1 Blade Guard squad, 2 Talon Masters, or no, 1 Talon Master with the Corvus Oculus, like you said.
Yep.
And then he's got 10 Inceptors.
Yeah, 2 5-man squads of Plasma Inceptors.
And then he's got
Deathwing Ancient.
Yep. Same with 5 up in with 5 up field and paint banner. Bike Chaplain. He's got the 10 Intercessors, 5 and 5 in both patrols.
Actually, he has Incursors in one of them.
Oh.
It's got some of that forward deploy action. And
so I guess he's got his Incursors right up on the deployment line. And
then for Steve's Primaris Chaplain on bike, he took Canticle of Hate, which is the +2 to charge, and he also took Exhortation of Rage, which I think is the +1 to wound. So
in close combat.
Yes, in close combat with the Vox Spiritum and Master of Sanctity.
Yep, and I think he has Rights of War too.
Yep, Rights of War on his too. So. Same chaplain, different bike. As in one has a bike and one doesn't.
One's on a bicycle and the other one isn't, so you already know Tod's list pretty well. I guess the biggest difference is that Tod went more heavy into the Blade Guard.
Yeah,
and Steven went heavier into the Terminators. And also Tod's got 2 Talon Masters instead of Steven's 1. And then
he's doubled him on that.
Tod's also just bringing a lowly captain to try and fight the chapter master of the Dark Angels, Azrael.
Yeah, so, which is also why Tod is the Fallen, because I don't think Azrael would ever fall, right?
Are you sure? Maybe he already did.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to make another very
to
original joke that we have 2 Chaos Space Marine armies fighting each other.
Yeah.
That's a very original joke on my end there. So, Yeah, so,
Yeah, let's get back to the full screen there.
I think the most interesting aspect of this game is going to be who deploys what in Deep Strike. Clearly, I think Tod has, he just naturally has more shooting. He has another Talent Master, but they have similar shooting, similar close combat. It's going to be a very, very positioning heavy battle. What? Oh, he's doing. It's going to be a very positioning heavy game. Definitely some 300 IQ plays on both players to try and win this one.
Yeah, I think what we should have done for the final matches, we should have brought out the
space mat.
Yeah, the Galaxy Brain.
The Galaxy Brain mat
that we normally use for Battlefleet Gothic.
Yeah, we have a mat that's just space, and whenever we play on it, we're like joking that we're actually not playing a game of 40k. We're like a meeting of minds.
Yeah, we're actually just playing each other like
in
our minds link.
Yes.
Models don't actually move when we play on that table.
We just simulate the game in our minds, and then we do that 20 million times, and that's how we're such good 40k players, because we've actually played a million games already, and to start determine the outcome. So, are you guys calling those forests or not?
Oh, thanks.
It's gonna feel really bad if he wins the raffle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know how to contact him. We'll let him know.
That's true. So,
yeah, so right now the players are discussing terrain, because I mean, like, us as a TO, like, we gave them the suggested layout for the train, but one of the things that usually change, like, especially with this table, is for the two middle pieces on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
You could either play those as like an industrial ruin or as a woods, just depending on what sort of rules you want.
Most of the time, we would play them as a woods, but so looks like Steven's kind of like spreading out. It's like very different. Like, look at their two setups.
Yeah.
Like, Todd's like a brick, and Steven's like.
Yeah, he's wide boy.
Boomerang or something. A boomerang. So, man, this is gonna be pretty close.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna like come down to like potentially either like dice happening or just like some single choices that we're.
So this is the other thing I don't like about. That's why I don't really like playing Marines. Is because I don't want to play mirror matches.
Yeah,
it's like the thing I hate the most. I'm like one of the only. I think I'm the only Sisters player here. So
yeah, well, like Travis if he plays this, but he hasn't been doing
he
that.
sold them. So
yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty much it. I think. Oh yeah, Nick. Everybody sold their Sisters, so I'm the only one that stuck with them.
Yep.
I guess Harut's got a Sisters army too, but
well, you know what?
He bought some.
They're no longer sisters of them. They're sisters-in-law or ex-sister.
Ex-sister. Don't say stepsister.
Yeah,
don't go there.
We don't talk about that here.
No. So, they're both deep striking 1 unit of Terminators and 1 unit of Inceptors. Except Todd's is bigger.
Cool, yeah.
Todd has an 8-man that's going in.
Mason's just asked about the top 4, so I'll go ahead and list it. So right now, currently, we have Tod diesel-fueled Swenson with first place at 200 battle points so far. Steve is currently Stephen Unger is in second place with 172 battle points. We got Travis Rader, he's at 163.
Yep.
And fourth is Matthew Kulak with Death Skulls at 156.
Yep, a Orc player. Now, what's really interesting is that Ryan is at 5 right now. He's at two wins as well. So that's all. We have 5 two-win players. Ryan's playing down to Forrest. And Forrest has a Catacan list with a bunch of tanks. And Ryan, we already saw on stream earlier today, he's playing all the demons and everything.
Yeah, so those demons will crunch those things up.
Or the tanks will just blow up the demons. So.
Yep, so after this entire round of the tournament ends, we have the potential, we're guaranteed 2 undefeateds, and potentially 3 if Ryan wins his game as well.
Yeah.
But that also means that depending on battle points, like Tod, he currently is in the lead with battle points, but if he loses, then he's automatically out of the running for winning, because then it would be whoever ended up scoring the most battle points in the end.
Right. If Tod loses this, I'm pretty sure he still will. He's the first one behind the 2 undefeated, so 3 undefeated. Like he's podiuming today, as long as he doesn't completely flub this game.
Yeah, because right now Steve is 28 points behind him right now.
Yeah.
So, and then, so let's just say, like, Tod, like, theoretically, he wins with, like, 50 points. He's still from the 3rd place player.
Travis.
Yeah, Travis. He is currently 37 points down.
Yeah.
So as long as he beats Travis by 37 points, if he also wins, then he could win.
Yeah, I mean, Tod did himself a lot of favors by getting up to 100 and 2 games that I don't think I've ever scored a perfect game.
I've done it once in 9th edition.
We got 3 players that did it today. 2 players that did it today 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I've never scored 100 points in a game. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep, which is the reason why I think we should have really brought out that galaxy map for Tod.
Well, I mean, it's a little easier to score 100 points if you've got a secondary that's just really, really easy to score, which is Oaths of Moment.
Yeah, it's hard to deny that.
None of my armies score secondaries. I guess Harlequins do. I've never scored 100 with the Harlequins, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so looking again at the top 5 that we have, well, actually, yeah, we didn't talk about the factions.
2 Dark Angels.
Yep, Dark Angels 1 and 2. Red
a Space Wolf, a Salamander.
Yeah, Salamanders. Death Skulls in 4th place, and then the Mixed
Chaos
Demons in 5th.
Yep.
And those are all the 5 that are in the running right now.
The Orcs are the only one that really surprises me.
Yeah, I haven't been looking around at that many of the tables so far, so I didn't even know we had an Orcs player.
So we got Orcs. Travis is playing Matthew Kulak at 3 and 4. So that's Orcs versus Salamanders, which that's going to be a very interesting positioning-based game. And then the one that you're seeing on stream right now, and then also Forrest and Ryan are playing each other. And Forrest is up paired, so this is his chance to try and squeak into the podium if he can win this one.
Yeah, get into the second or
I think he
could get up to 3rd place if he gets a good win.
Yeah, but it looks like Ryan's going first, and I'm seeing some demons across on the Forrest side of the table.
Yep, that's in the danger zone. I think they call it.
Yeah, I will give an update here in a minute after the first turn's over. But right now we're seeing Tod's first turn. He's moving on to that objective in the middle. So it looks like Tod's kind of like trying to challenge Steve to come try and kick his ass off the middle. So,
I feel like with Dark Angels, like
it's direct assault too, and also Oaths of Moment. Like they both have secondaries that are very.
Yeah, they both have to.
They have to hold the center
with their Rites of Battle Terminators and Blade Guard.
Yep, this is a high octane diesel field push from the middle, as Tod would say it. So we've got Inceptors up at a line of sight, which is smart. Steven's Inceptors are a little far back, so they're not going to be able to do very much, even if they move up.
Yeah, well, I think if he moves directly to the left with them, he would be able to get a line of sight and in range of those.
Definitely.
Blade Guard.
The downside to this is that Tod going first, he exposes himself first, so that Steve could alpha strike his Blade Guard, but. If he does that, then Stephen opens himself up for Tod to shoot his Inceptors with Tod's Inceptors and Talon Masters, and so what's the trade-off here?
Well, also, I think the other big thing is just getting the bodies on the center for Oath of Moment and the direct assault. Yeah. Because if you're on there first,
so we got some Blade
unless
Guard
you really lose a lot of units, likely you're going to keep holding that center.
Yeah. Stephen is transhumaning, so knock him down a command point.
Down. Yep.
There'll be a lot of trans today.
Yep. We'll keep a running tally for that.
Transhuman count?
Yep. We'll keep a transhuman count.
Transhuman's such a good ability. It's so good that it's now 1 CP. It's I don't even know what GW was thinking with that one. So, so Stephen transhuman up top. We're shooting some assault cannons up at the Blade Guard veterans. So they're only going to wound on 4s, but these are AP2, so they're going to drop them down to the 4-up invulns. This should kill 1 Blade Guard with 6 wounds.
Yeah.
Where's the banner? Oh, the banner is touching the L in the center, so I don't think these guys are out of banner range. Did 1 wound. Pretty good roll.
He'll eventually get that dice roll in there. Keeps landing on that base.
So this is the heavy bolter. Wounds. 3 wounds with a heavy bolter. So Steve will get a 3-up arbor against this. So far, so good for Steve's dice. So far, that first Talonmaster did 1 wound.
Sounds like anything shooting into Dark Angel's Terminators.
Steve made 5 4-ups out of 6 dice.
Yep.
So he just took 2 wounds. So that dude has 1 wound left. Here's the heavy bolter. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
What's that?
Tod, I said, should have started with the heavy bolter, but if he leaves them, I think he should have started with the heavy bolter.
With 3 wound models, that's where the math gets real funky.
Should have left it with, because then he'd have 1 with 1 wound left.
Yeah, I mean, but then if you did 2 heavy bolters that go through, then it's sort of the same thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So the other Talonmaster did nothing.
End of round 1. 3 direct assaults.
3 direct assaults for Tod.
Yep, no banner and
no banner, no oath. Not yet.
Yep, we'll just pull it up just so you guys could take a look at that. So yep, so far the only thing that Tod scored at the end of his turn 1 is the direct assault roll in the center.
Yep.
And then because the raise the banner, we can see the red dice in the middle there. He raised. And
Stephen didn't play his Talonmaster.
Gio, what do you think? I forgot to deploy my Talonmaster.
It's dead, unless Tod says you can deploy it.
All right.
He could say it's dead.
Cool. Number of players.
17 players.
Yeah, we started with 17 players. I think we might have had a. Actually,
Nick came back. We still have 17.
Yeah, so still got 17 players here. So it sort of feels bad with having the one player having a bye, but yep, sometimes unless we didn't have a ringer player just to at least play out with a bye round player. Yeah, Slater 66. We're also think it's nice to see the game going on.
Going on, yep.
Yeah, because at least for us, this is like our first stream, well, any kind of stream that we've done with all of this equipment and software that we've been using. But I'd say it's been going. I'm pretty happy with how it's going so far.
So here's kind of what I think. So both players are pushing for the middle, but we also can't discount the 2 objectives on the other 2 sides too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are worth points too. If one player pushes too much towards the middle without while ignoring those other 2, that could make a pretty big difference in this game.
Yeah.
Especially for Tod, because he picked raised banners, so he needs as many objectives as he can.
Yeah,
to
and
put
also
banners
that means
on.
if he ever loses the middle, that's going to be losing those banner points as well. And then he has to hold that objective and do an action on it to get it back.
Now, if Tod keeps the middle this turn, that's a direct assault point that Stephen does not get.
That would be pretty big.
Yeah, that is.
Also,
and also, I think that if that were to happen, Tod could just throw way more guys on that objective too. He could just make it impossible to take from him, and if that happens, that could make or break this game.
Yeah, I think it really can.
This is how positioning really, really matters.
Well, especially in the mirror match situation where well, like, statistically, most of the things that are happening that both players are doing are going to be pretty close. And it's more.
They also probably won't be killing each other very easily.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of this game is going to come down to the difference in decisions or the order that those decisions were made in. Especially like with going first, I feel like in
I got a question. I'll be right back.
No, go for it. Yeah, at least in this matchup, it feels like going first is sort of the way to go because you really do get to hold in the center of the table there. But we'll see how Steve reacts to this. Yep, so it looks like he's actually moving his plasma scepters up into the ruins there so that they could see through that top window there and also gain the light cover. Good job, Todd. Keep those hands clean. Yep, so one of the things you can see is with, I think those are his intercessors on the bottom left there are just touching that bottom objective marker. So he's sort of forcing Todd to, well, he does have the 2 Talon Masters, so potentially he could shoot them off of that. But yeah, at least forcing Todd to make a reaction to that instead of shooting into the middle of the board, which I think that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Hobby Wrecker. Gotta really show off that hand sanitization there. We will defeat the COVID with it. Oh, nice, Slater. I'll let trainer know that got a fellow Nebraskan here. Yeah, actually here in Reno, it did snow a little bit last night, but at least up in the mountains, but here in town, it was mostly just rain. Yeah, and I also agree it'd be pretty cool if like we get some of this tabletop actions like to the level of things like esports. I mean, it'd be pretty insane to see how much this hobby could grow in the next, well, even like couple of years. Because even thinking about like, for me, I started playing Warhammer in towards the end of 7th edition, transitioning into 8th edition, and that's one of those things where, yeah, it's just even like in this local area, you can see how much the hobby has grown, and then also with like the social media presence, like the battle reports on YouTube, their live streams on YouTube and Twitch, just seeing how much that's grown recently, and even seeing like cool channels like Dicehead, I believe. Yeah, he's yeah, like bigger channels that are transitioning from the streaming of more of the traditional games into the tabletop is just, yeah, pretty awesome to see that. Let's see, Bug Eater in June. At least for myself, I know I'm not going to be going there. Actually, depending on when that Bug Eater GT is, it might be pretty close to the RageCon GT that we're planning on organizing here in Reno as well. So that's going to be, I think it was June 27th and 28th, towards the end of the month. So if the Bug Eater's a little bit earlier in the month, I wouldn't be surprised if Trainer flies out and joins you guys back in the homeland, the motherland of the U.S., good old Central America. Yeah, Trainer, got some of your Nebraska folk in here in chat.
I know.
Yeah,
I noticed.
Yeah, they're asking you about if you're gonna.
Oh,
make
that's
it
Nate.
Yeah, asking if you go to Bug Eater this year. But it is in June, so it's gonna be close.
I
to
probably will.
RageCon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That'll be tough. I think that it's early June though.
Yeah, so you might be able to make that because hopefully we have like all of our like eggs in line for that.
Oh shoot! Hold on, I need to get up.
Oh boy.
This is a different one.
Got some questions to answer. Trainer's back to the tournament organizer duties, and I guess you're just stuck in here. So yeah, Bug Eater's GT is in the beginning of June, so Trainer might be able to make it out to that. Alright, going back to the game itself, seems that we've made it to the shooting phase. Yep, some of the blade guard in the back there looks like they're taking some wounds. So actually I'm kind of interested to see how Tod is mixing up those units, because he did just take a wound on the back squad. So I wonder if he has multiple squads all stringed out into that middle right there, just so that the only way he could actually take him off that objective is if he kills enough to where like not even 3 models can be on that objective. Yep, Talon Masters shooting on ends, also going for the back squad there. So actually, yeah, I'm interested to see why he's choosing the back squad there. It might be so that there's less things to block out the Talon Masters, but if it were me doing this, I'd probably try to focus a bit more in on the center, just try and, well, I mean, I could see either way how that can be good. But let's see, so from the top-down view, it looks like Steve right now has 3, maybe 4 models on the objective to Todd's 4. So it looks like that might be tied. So if Steve would be able to kill 1 model off of that, he would hold that objective at the end of his turn, most likely. But we will see. Yep, looks like Todd's losing some more blade guard. Got wounds carrying over there. Yep. Welcome back, trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad. Yeah, you want to give me a hit of that that hand sandy? Yep. Here, we'll do some ASMR for you.
Yeah,
washing our hands, feeling every single cut I got.
Question
on my
I just got was Death Watch player forgot to declare which doctrine he wanted at the beginning, and I just said that if you forgot to do it, then you can't do it, because I mean, it says in the Death Watch Codex that you have to pick it, and you don't follow the sequencing rules in the Space Marine Codex.
Yeah, because you pretty much do what you want.
Yeah, but since you didn't pick it, I said, like, your opponent could let you do whatever you want, but me, I would say you don't get it. But if your opponent wants to be cool and let you pick it, then go ahead and pick it. But
yep.
I don't mean to, like, make a harsh ruling like that, but it's like, it's just...
yeah, it's a hard situation to resolve, just because it's already past the point where you could have made that decision. Yeah. So it's hard to time travel.
This is a tournament, so I mean it's...
Yeah, I mean it's round 3, like it might
there is an advantage to be determined to, like, if, like, because they figured this out in the assault phase, so this is when he was attacking back, and he could just be like, oh, well, good, I'm going to be in the assault doctrine. It's like, well, you can't do that after, like, seeing what your opponent's going to do, you know? And so essentially, you just made a broken game state by not picking your doctrine.
Yeah, so at that point, really, the only thing that does make sense is just...
maybe roll it off.
Yeah,
but like, let's say you roll it off and it's like, you get your assault doctrine and it's in your favor. It's still not...
Yeah, because that feels bad, like, on a 4-up, you get your way, which probably should have been in the way.
Yeah, I know. So I just said, like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, nice hobby record.
I think I know who that is. Yeah, I guess I threw his opponent under the bus, but I mean, it's a tournament, so you can take it as seriously as you want to.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's definitely, like, that's not, like, the only way you can be at a tournament.
It's like, $100 prize for winning today, so yeah, I mean, it's there's $250, there's like $300 in prize support today.
Yeah,
so
yeah, with all the entry fees and then plus all the stuff that Game Castle's giving out as well.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, there's $100 on the line.
Yeah.
That's like...
I'm just thinking
that's like 1 box of Marines.
Yeah, that is. That's like half an Indominus box.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
yeah.
Forrest is taking his turn. I saw the first keeper go down against, first keeper secrets go down.
Probably got battle canned out.
I think that he's going to kill a keeper every turn, unless Ryan could do something about it. Yep. Alex, is that you?
Yeah, really calling you out.
It sounds like Alex.
Or is it?
I posted it in the Warhammer, the Nebraska group.
Yeah.
So they could connect back with me and see what I guess I'm building here. We have 4 viewers now, but yeah. I'm posting on my own personal Facebook too.
Nice.
Yeah. So I guess I did not really cast Travis in the Orc player in Matthew's game, but I guess I'll go take a look there later. But
yeah, I could go take a look now.
Yeah, go ahead. I guess I'll take a look at this game.
Yeah, one of the things is that I did point out is in the middle there, it looks like Steve's trying to out-objective secure on them, so he might be killing enough off there, potentially.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I mean, Tod could kill off the back, so... This is Lightning Claws versus Blade Guard veterans. Alright, so... Looks like some incursors are charging in. Yeah, those are incursors, because they're green, they're not tan, or they're not bone colored. Alright, Blade Guard are coming down. Looks like they made that charge, so we'll see how he positions here.
Yep, so looking over at the Orcs versus the Red Scorpions matchup, when I walked over there, I saw a Scrapjet just pick up 5 assault or flame aggressors over there. So,
holy crap!
Yeah,
a Scrapjet did that.
I think it was a Scrapjet.
Oh yeah, they have 3 damage guns.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was in close combat.
Oh yeah, they have 3 damage. I think in close combat too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but at least like because it's still there, like in the turn.
Can we also like mention that this Orc player, his army's not painted, so he's been playing 10 points down.
Yeah.
And he might actually podium.
But, yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta get it done.
Yeah.
And by that I mean not paint and just win. But yeah, the Orc player, he has a pretty interesting list. I've seen some other Orc players do. He's more like a mech-focused Orc player, so I see like he's got a burn a bomb over there from just like the mortal wounds everywhere.
Orcs are no joke. They're my friend Dan's been trying them out. Dan's also the #1 player at ITC right now. Even after all the stuff that's going on in Florida.
Yeah, apparently we don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk about that. So, but yeah, he's the #1 in ITC right now, and he's been playing Orcs at some RTTs, and he thinks they're pretty solid, and I think they're pretty good too. I think that they're like a low-key, like, you know, like a sleeper army. They play the objective well.
Which is also like the most Orc thing ever, because like, well, going into the lore here a little bit, because like most of the time, like the Imperium like takes out the Orcs, they just always underestimate them. They're just a bunch of green dudes with like scrap metal everywhere.
Yeah, everybody underestimates the Orcs.
But then it gets real once the rocks start dropping on your planet. But yeah, also kind of funny like calling them a sleeper army, because he has like all of the like buggies, which are like the sleeper like cars.
Yeah. All right, so
yeah, we have to go into golf commentating mode.
If I'm Tod here, I'm thinking that I try and kill as many of those incursors as possible.
Yeah,
and I try to pile in, push. Like, you cannot let Stephen take the objective. So, and also you one-shot the incursors with those power swords. Like, you just one-shot them. So, if you can kill as many of those as you can, that means that you win that OBSEC battle. And you hold the objective with your banner, and you deny 3 points on direct assault too. So, looks like Stephen's also like holding that bottom objective. So, be interested to see like what Tod does to respond to that. I'm thinking some heavy bolters are going to fly that way, try and kick them off.
Yeah, I feel like those 2 Talon Masters could take care of that easy. Well, potentially. I mean, I don't think he should if he like.
I just heard a transhuman go off.
Yeah. So we're probably on like number 5 or something. Sorry guys, I already lost track. You know what I just realized? We forgot to do the mission briefing.
I'm not going to read it now. It's too late.
Yeah, no, I've got to do it.
Yeah, you go and read the mission briefing.
Mission, sweep and clear. Both forces are moving forward to capture as much ground as possible. Very fitting. Cleansing objectives of enemies as they move. Purging the fallen.
Purging the fallen.
Some warlords prefer a systematic sweep of the surrounding areas, while others favor a more bold direct attack.
That's definitely Tod. He definitely prefers the direct attack.
Direct attack into the heart of the enemy's line.
Into this heart.
Yeah, also another interesting thing about this mission is that we didn't mention is this is actually a hold and forget mission, so as soon as you hold an objective...
You could leave it.
Yeah, so actually that's actually kind of...
Oh my gosh. Look at that invul. Oh no, those weren't invuls.
Yes.
He made... How many of those did he make?
That's above math.
Yep. We don't talk about math.
Yeah, we only talk about variance and the lack of.
Well.
Yeah, so actually it'd be pretty big for Steve if those bottom right, I think they're intercessors, live. Because if he holds that objective at the start of his command phase...
Swinging back right now. Looks like he lost in that blade guard. Yeah, he's gonna... I think he's gonna lose the middle. Yep, that was an cursor swinging. Yep, he got out obsec in the middle.
Yeah, which looks like he does, because I saw he was measuring his rights of battle chaplain to make sure that all those Terminators got that as well. Alright, so 3 oath. Yeah. Yeah. You got...
Take your morale, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah. You got 1 banner?
So Steve got his direct assault.
Yep. And he also got his 3 for oath a moment for holding the middle.
And Tod only gets 5 points.
Yep, 5 points at the start of
So no 100 points for today.
Well, theoretically, he might be able to get it if he scores 15 points in the rest of the game. He might be able to hold on to it. Hold on a second, be right back. I just want to take a quick look at the scoreboard.
It's a contentious game going on over there.
Alright, just wanted to bring up the scoreboard real quick with the updated scores. So you can see it's a pretty close game so far. Tod, he was able to... Well, they effectively did the same secondaries, but Tod had raised the banner and Steve didn't get assassinated. And then the 5 points up, or the 5 extra points is from Tod getting his turn 2 primary, which Steve hasn't got yet.
Yeah. So it was actually tied at the end of round 1.
Yeah.
Because Tod got to raise the banner and a 5 primaries, so that's 6. So that would have been. So that was actually tied.
Yep, if we're comparing this to a chess game, so far it's just been pawns for pawns, so right now.
Yep, so far. We're going to see how, yeah, I mean, we're going to see stuff start to hit the table here pretty soon for reserves. And so the downside of Tod going first is that he's going to have to deep strike his stuff first.
Yeah, so it sort of tells Steve where his things are going to be, and he can potentially counteract to that.
See, what I'm thinking, though, is that I don't think Tod needs to deep strike anything this turn.
Yeah, I think that'd be...
Or he can maybe if Stephen left his back objective open, he could deep strike there with the Terminators and charge out and take it.
Well, other thing you could do is, it might be a little risky, but on the top left objective where there's nothing there, if he puts his Plasma Inceptors there, he could shoot Steve's.
I think he could do that anyway with his own Inceptors that are on the table.
Yeah, he could do that as well. So actually, yeah, it might be good to hold back that extra strategic element to his army.
Where are those Inceptors going to go? Probably to that objective. Alright, so Todd's thinking next turn now, too, because he's got to screen Stephen's Inceptors and Terminators.
Yeah, so it looks like he's only just poking out.
No, he's gonna.
Oh yeah, he's gonna.
There's no reason for him not to.
Yeah, he's actually stringing, so he gets his captain reroll.
Yep, he just measured the first one. So yeah, I'm thinking that Todd's Inceptors are probably gonna shoot Steve's Inceptors. Steve's probably gonna
transhuman
him. Yeah.
Yeah, that would, to me, that meant this. Well, because at least the nice thing about Steve's army too is because he doesn't have Blade Guard, he doesn't have to transhuman them.
No.
Because his Terminators already.
He's got one Blade Guard unit, so it's just the one that he transhumans all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but then this is a chance also just transhuman the Plasma Inceptors instead, just to see if you can keep those dudes alive.
Yeah. I think Todd has to kill those intercessors on the bottom right objective too. Like you
actually,
can't leave
it looks
them
like
alive.
Steve might have lost 2 Plasma Inceptors to overcharge because I only see 3 of them there.
Yeah, he must have.
Yeah, and also every time I see someone string out their Plasma Inceptors like that, it makes me feel like one of the dudes in the middle is going to die to overheat and then just kill the rest because of
That's what happened to Todd against me last time we played.
Yeah, I just feel like
he lost 3 of them. He had 3 of them explode.
Yeah, and then lost another one because it was the 3 in the middle that died.
Yeah, I think he's learned. Todd's a smart guy.
I don't know. I mean, he strung them out right there.
He's got a captain this time, so
yeah. Yeah, just don't reroll the ones into ones and easy.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, well, also, that's good. He's got the Lieutenant reroll bubble there, too.
Yeah, oh man. Plasma Inceptors with reroll hits a 1 to wound and to hit are just so good.
Yep.
I never realized how strong that Lieutenant buff is on them when they're wounding most things on 3s.
Yep, because that's like near like 80% wound rate at that point. Probably higher than that. Couldn't do the quick math.
Quick maths.
The only quick maths I could do is 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3.
That's 3, yep. Quick maths. Big Shack stuff. So where's that other Talonmaster gonna go?
Yeah, I feel like...
This is the rough thing with Marines, is they have like no good screens, so like whenever you deep strike against them, it's just money. Like you're just gonna kill...
Yeah, because,
you're gonna kill something worth it.
Yeah, like the only thing that, well, Steve, he has 2 squads of troops which he can screen with, which is effectively 100% more screen than what Todd has, with his 1 squad of 5 tacticals in the back.
We have to keep Auspex scanning. And
yeah, that's another thing with Marines too, because that's like the only deterrent they have for deep striking.
Auspex scan.
Which actually, we'll see if that's something that happens this turn with those 3 Plasma Inceptors. Because Auspex scan, if I remember correctly, is it 18-inch range? Or is it 12?
12.
Okay, so yeah.
And they remove the -1 to hit with it.
Yeah. Oh no, I always think of the 18-inch version, which is the Alpha Legion one that I used to do all the time in 8th edition. Because people are like, wait, you have that? But I wasn't the dude who would say that after they finished placing the model. I'd let them know when they're deep striking that exists.
It depends on the tournament with me, man.
Yeah.
LVO, I'm Auspex.
Yeah, I know. Just me playing a clean game.
Take whatever I can at a GT, man. At an RTT, I'd probably say something. But... Well, I mean, with Eldar, you could do... Eldar have an unlimited range Auspex.
Yeah, as long as you're within range of the Farseer.
Yeah, and the unit could see the target that they're shooting at.
Yeah, because I remember early 8th edition, like, doing that with Dark Reapers.
Here comes those Terminators.
That thick Terminator squad.
Wonder if he's just trying to strengthen his... No, he's going to try and charge that Talonmaster. That'd be a huge...
Ooh, that's actually...
That'd be a huge swing right there if he could get that
Looking at that, too, is... I think... Oh, no, the Talonmaster, it's definitely not the closest model for those Inceptors.
No.
Because there's Terminators in the middle.
Maybe for the upper 2, but... Because remember, it's a model-by-model basis.
Yeah, because, everything's
I know that... I think that the one... I think the uppermost one has at least. I think that one could shoot the Talon Master, but I don't think that's really worth it.
Yeah, only one because
It's at a 4-up invul.
Yeah, let's just assume it's a max damage you get on there. I mean, if you get six shots from 6 wounds that go through, that would kill it, but it's just so unlikely for that to happen. Alright. Yeah, and also, from what I heard with the pregame talk about terrain and everything, so they are treating the top middle and bottom middle terrain features as more industrial style, so there's no -2 to charge through that.
Through what?
Through the
No, it's not a forest.
Yeah, they're not treating it as a forest. But that would be actually something that'd be like a pretty big game changer for that situation that Todd's currently trying to set up right now. Because then that would be, even with the chaplain there, still like you gotta raw dog that 9.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing to do. Oh, look at this move.
Is he pulling a pro gamer move?
Do you see that? He's got both Inceptor squad. He's got another Inceptor squad coming down.
He's trying to like just
like all out, man.
Go all out just this once.
That's a pro gamer move right there.
Yeah, I guess we need to talk in our golf commentator voice a bit more.
Yeah.
Don't want to influence the players at all. But
I'm just reacting, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right play or not.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is.
I think I would have left it back.
Undisputably, it is a play.
It is the play, yes. I think I would have left it back. I don't think I would have deep struck there. But Todd's got he's got a better early game stat than I do. Like, Todd's early game stat is like a 10, and his late game stat's kind of small, so he's trying to succeed in the early game where his stats are really high.
Yeah, we need to pull out some of those like epic pro gamer esports charts for all of our players.
The GW put out.
Yeah.
We're making fun of on Warhammer community. They made a player profile on Nick Nanavati, and they had like stat lines for the player.
Yeah,
Nick's late game stat was really high.
Well, no, it was funny though because like they gave him a stat line, but then they gave him like a 90+ for each of the things anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so he's a really
he's
good
just
player.
really good, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I think he is pretty good.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. Like,
but it was just kind of funny. But,
yeah.
But Todd's early game stat's pretty high. I'm more of a reactive late game player, so I would have sat on I would have sat on those Inceptors, but he's doing his thing.
Yeah, at least being honest with myself too on the stat line, I feel like I might have maxed out luck sometimes.
On occasion. Oh yeah, luck was a stat too, wasn't it?
It might have been, I can't remember. But, you know, we're gonna pull it up.
You know who has a high luck stat is Harut, especially after last night we played. Dude was like making like, yeah, we'll like pull it up. Steven's luck stat's pretty high this game. He's getting all those 4-ups. The tactics.
I know. So
tactics, list building, and deployment.
Yeah. Yeah, but then his early game is pretty low there. He's more of a late game man.
He's more of a late game man. Todd's list building stat's really low, but I make it bigger. So.
Yeah. You embiggen it for him?
Oh, he's doing the shoot on death.
Oh, because he does have a banner, yeah?
Yep.
I mean, you might as well use it if you got it. Better.
No, he only can shoot 1 plasma exterminator per guy that goes
shots.
down. Yeah.
But like
could make a difference.
Yeah, but like they say, you better use it before you lose it.
Chapter mastered them too. That's Azrael coming in clutch. The other thing that Azrael's doing too is that he's giving those Inceptors a 4-up invul against the other Inceptors.
Yeah, and I feel like
that's a pretty big deal.
Well, 4-up to everything.
Only shooting.
Around him.
Only shooting.
Yeah, but still everything around him.
Yeah.
Because like when you got the plasma Inceptors knocking on your door, that's when you bring out Azrael for that 4-up.
4 damage. Should kill that last Inceptor. I prefer an apothecary, even with Dark Angels. Mostly because you could bring stuff back to life.
Yeah, because that's pretty huge when you're bringing back like 40-point models.
Yeah, and also the 6-up Feel No Pain works on it works on the Inceptors too. That's not looking good for.
Yeah, but then that sort of forces your. Yeah, that sort of forces your. Well, I guess you have like at that point you have like 2 bubbles more or less. You'd have your apothecary and scepter bubble, and then your banner, captain, everything else bubble.
Yeah.
Which I mean, with the way that 9th edition works, like if you have a good like 2-front army, I feel like that's a pretty good advantage over just like a singular like bubble castle, because you're able to spread out more and get on those other objectives. As opposed to just only being able to hold the middle and like maybe have like fringes on the other objectives, which you could get knocked off on. Now I'll do some more walking around to see how some of the other games are going real quick.
Ryan's game's not looking good for him. All right, just me. What just got shot at? Okay, so these are plasma inceptors shooting at a. I got a question. So you guys are on your own. You're back.
Alright, I am back, your man Fork. Oh yeah, thanks Hobby Wrecker for the commentation while Trainer and myself had to resolve a player question about the foul blight spawn. So we just had to clarify with the player who was charging into a foul blight spawn that all of the models that charge that turn that are within the foul blight spawn 7-inch aura do not count as charging. So that means that the opposing player, the Death Guard player, would get to choose the first fight during that fight phase for going back and forth. When I was taking a walk around too, so for the table of Ryan versus Forrest, Demons versus the Astra Militarum, looked like Ryan was up pretty good on the primary. He scored 15 his first turn, but it looked like Forrest had about an equal advantage on his secondary so far, because it looked like he was able to kill some of the keepers, scoring all the secondary points that they give up. For the Red Scorpions versus the Orcs, it looked like that was pretty much dead in the middle. They're both tied up at this point right now, but depending on how the primaries and secondaries go, that could pretty much change.
Yep, so it looks like Travis has made it through most of Matthew's push elements. Like, I guess, I don't know how to describe it. I guess he's like killed almost everything that would be trying to punch.
Yeah, so he like weathered the storm effectively.
Pretty much, yeah. There's only like really shock attack. There's only like really like mech guns and stuff left. Ryan's probably gonna lose. He's lost all of his greater demons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I saw he did get the 15 primaries, but it looks like he just lost.
It's still not gonna matter. Yeah, it's still not gonna matter. And then we have this game going on right now. The Slanesh list is 3 keepers, And then Shloxi, so 4 keepers.
Yep, and then all the keepers are exalted. I think you choose one with a 4-up emblem and then random the rest.
Yeah, and then
Lord of Change.
Lord of Change with -1 damage and 3-up invul.
Yeah, I think it's also the Warlord trait for the -1 damage.
And then a bunch of Nurglings.
Yeah, a bunch of
25 Nurglings.
Yeah, a bunch of Nurglings, and then also he has Screamers, 2 squads of
5 Screamers. It's a really good list. I don't think that he used terrain very well.
Yeah, because he really. I don't feel like he should have lost all of his keepers because
not on turn 3.
Unless he just pushed out.
I think that he needed to. I think there's a lot he would have taken back if he had played the game again because all the boards look like the ones that are on stream right now, and I think that I would just shove everything into my L. And then move out and charge all the tanks with everything all at once. Like just everything.
But the problem with the keepers, though, is because they don't have fly and they're not breachable, they
you
have to walk around, which is the part that sucks.
They're pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, they're so fast, but it still limits their mobility in some capacity.
But you could also, this is something I had to learn early when I played Jinxler cults, was sometimes you don't want to push your opponent in. If your opponent's cowering in the corner, let them cower in the corner. If you're safe behind that L and your opponent has to move towards you, then make them move towards you. Just sit where you are. You don't have to, as long as he can't hurt you. The longer the game goes on, especially if I have Nurglings, the better.
Yeah, because you can definitely hide
I want the game to go on longer, but unfortunately, right now in 9th edition, if you make one poor decision like that, one poor strategic decision like that, you could just lose the game.
Yeah, because it really can snowball.
What's up? Oh.
Okay, just hanging out. Alright, so actually, I'm going to go take a look at the scoreboard because I think we might have gone to next player turn.
Todd's still going. He's charging it, I think. Yeah, I think Todd's charging, yeah. So it looks like he's just going to envelop the middle with everything. Oh, what happened to the Talon Master? Did he get shot off?
It looks like all of that died to all of those Inceptors. So the Talon Master, the 3 Inceptors that were up there.
That's pretty big.
And yeah, I think that's all that got lost to that because it looks like he still has the same amount of Terminators there.
Does not look like Stephen has much left.
Yeah, no, I think that was
Holy cow, that was a huge kick in the nuts.
Yeah, well, Steve still has his deep striking Inceptors.
Yeah, what's it gonna do at this point?
Kill other Inceptors.
Do you see what? Just imagine Todd's position this next turn. He's gonna kill those Blade Guard. He's gonna kill those Incursors. Do you think Steven could kill all those Terminators plus all those Blade Guard?
It's gonna be rough.
Todd's entire army is in the middle. I don't think Todd could care less what happens to his Inceptors anymore.
Yeah, thinking about the clash between Todd's Blade Guard and the Lightning Claw Terminators. So the Blade Guard have the edge in the invulnerable save because they have the 4-up invuln.
Yeah.
But then the Lightning Claws have the edge of getting more wounds in with the reroll to wound. And
I
also
think they do, yeah.
And the +1 to wound from the Chaplain as well.
Right.
So I feel like
they're equivalent units. Yeah, I think the Terminators are a little better, but yeah, I'm not sure.
It's a close one.
It is a close one.
But yeah, I feel like if the Lightning Claws get the charge, they'll definitely
get
the charge and the +1.
It's 175 points for 5 Blade Guard. I think it's 170 for the 5 Terminators.
Yeah, well, the way that Steve's running it too is he does have one hammer storm shield.
He does have one storm shield, yep. So he does have a functional 4-up invul for a little while, and then he loses it.
Yeah. Yep, seeing a whole bunch of dice getting rolled there.
So I guess that decision to go first was a pretty big one, because I don't think Todd would be swarming this objective with everything.
Yeah, it's
if he did not do
that's
that.
75% of his army is within 6 inches of the center of the board. Because he's literally wrapped those Terminators in the middle there. So you can see Todd's models are the pink ones all around the edges, and then Steve's models in the middle are the ones that are the bone colored in green.
Yeah. In the actual Dark Angel colored ones.
Which is why Todd is the Fallen. He's fallen.
And those Inceptors in the top left were painted by yours truly with Turbo Dork color shift paints. And those 2 land speeders are mine too. And I guess I have 1 Blade Guard veteran right in the middle that's getting wrecked right now. So if you look at Todd's list or Todd's Terminators, it's just 8 lightning claw Terminators. There's no storm shield. It's just he just wants more attacks.
Yeah, well, if he makes the 7-inch charge, if he's in chaplain range, it's way more efficient than
it is
having the 5-man squad with shield.
Because Thunderhammers aren't too great right now when they're not in the captain's hands.
Yeah, just because the -1 like hurts on the Terminator,
on
who's 3s to 4s.
You can Fury the first to hit on 3s still, but
yeah, because I mean, Dark Angels, they still have the if you stand still, you get +1 to hit.
Yeah, they do. You have to not move.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
which is hard when you're in the assault phase, because like sometimes you just have to, unless you're the one getting charged.
These are lightning claw wounds. These are 1 wound each. I think Stephen has 5 up feel no pains to make against these.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Why is he doing it this way?
It's a non-normal order of operation, but it looks like he does have keeping track of the dice though. So as long as he's doing that, like it doesn't matter the order.
Because I think that the attack happens after that whole unit fights.
Likely, yeah. You know, it didn't even matter. He just took it right on the chin with that lightning claw.
Are those Blade Guard gone? Yeah. Okay.
Or Terminators are gone.
No, I mean the Blade Guard gone.
Oh, gone.
Looks like they are to me. That's a lot of purple in the middle there. So, what do you do with Stephen at this point?
It's hard because Tod got the initiative on the center, and now he has this entire army in the center. Plus, you lost half of your plasma inceptors.
Right.
It's just I feel like it's kind of
hard.
And his
Talonmaster too.
And the other problem is if you were a faster army, you might be able to react by just running away from that and going and holding the edges around the Dark Angels,
or not pushing into the middle of the board on the first turn, letting Tod just take it and then try and take it.
Yeah, because that's like the ways I've seen Dark Angels get defeated is you either hold them in their objective zone so that they can't get to the middle, or you let them hold the middle, but then if you're able to score all of your primaries and secondaries outside of there, then the only shooting he has is 2 Talon Masters. If you could weather that while holding the outside objective, like it could still be a pretty close game, even if they're in the center.
Both lists are pretty solid though. Yeah.
Yep, so it looks like still losing some more incursors in the middle there from Steve.
Yep. Okay, so Steve still has 15 Terminators left.
He does. All those.
It's going to be a little hard for him to out-obsec.
I think he lost some. No, those were. I guess
no, he's got 1 on the bottom floor of the L. No, you're right. He's got.
I think it's only 10.
The one right there, that's an ancient with the banner.
Yeah.
So there's 5. There's 8 left on the table, and then there's 5 more on reserve.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what
he's gonna have to make that.
That's what
if Steve fails this charge, he's probably gonna lose.
Yeah. So Steve, I think what he might need to do, sort of sucks because he can't deep strike in charge range of the plasma inceptors without getting shot.
Right.
Which is like his big threat. I mean, what Steve could potentially try to do, which might be like more of a ballsy play, is go for Todd's home objective, deep strike behind there. But then he has to raw dog it out, and he can't get the 7.
Well,
because that gets rid of his banner points and that backfield, and it forces Tod to spread out more.
I don't think that. I don't know, man. This is tough. I think wherever the Terminators go, or the Inceptors go, they need to be in a place that's safe from Todd's Inceptors. So they need to go maybe bottom left corner or bottom right corner, like in Todd's deployment zone, or they need to go somewhere where they can't.
Yeah, and it looks like essentially with that chaplain moving down there, it seems like likely that's where he's going.
You essentially have to remove Todd's shooting for a turn.
Yeah, if you could kill a Talon Master, I think that'd be pretty big, because actually Steve, he did actually end up holding that bottom right objective there.
He did. Now he got 10 points.
So as long as he could screen that off, Tod shouldn't be able to hold on to it.
Wait. Steven has the top right objective, right?
Yeah, I think he held and walked off. which is actually something that Tod could have done with his...
just deep strike there and take it.
Yeah. Well, the other thing, too, is with Todd's home field objective on the bottom left there, he can maybe try to do something similar, like just more spread out the tacticals. They don't need to be on the objective, they just have to screen it so that he doesn't get to that.
You know, the other power play Tod could have done was deploy his Inceptors over here. Or, like, put one over there and then string them out. Then Stephen loses that objective. Todd's sitting on it. He still shoots like he... Oh, no. Never mind. He couldn't do that. There was stuff over here.
Yeah, there's still some...
Never mind.
Some little dudes in that...
No, I mean, there was stuff here before Todd shot and killed them all.
Yeah, which he wouldn't have been able... I don't think he would have killed as much as he did.
Who is that? Oh.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to hold it up to the camera for us. Yep, so you can see Tod he's pulling out all the stops with his diesel-fueled, diesel-fueled.
I don't think he's pulling out.
No, yeah, I think he's doing actually the opposite of that.
He's going all in.
Alright.
Alright, sorry about that. My wife showed up.
Yep, had to say hi.
Yep.
Because I think it would be pretty bad if you didn't.
Nah, I just ignore her.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, I would definitely not say this game's over.
Yeah, there's still
It's not looking good, so we'll see how close this gets.
Yeah, so, well, the thing
Todd's
is...
definitely putting the boot to the throat.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, like, tactically what Steve could do right now.
Yeah,
in the middle.
boot to throat. Not the...
Yeah.
The terrain with the sludge, that's disgusting.
Oh, it really
Good
is.
job.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Tod, by the way.
Oh, hi,
That's my
Todd.
wife. Todd's my best friend.
Heard like 15 million times about you, but finally have a face with a name. Yeah.
Gamer buddies.
Dude, I never shut up about you.
Yeah.
I can't get you out of my mouth.
That's not how. Yeah, that's not how I took that.
That's how he takes it, though.
Whoa! We have a hot mic here.
Yeah.
We have 7 viewers.
Yeah, all 7 of you. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, no,
We're good. We're still PG-13,
yeah,
right?
we're free and loose here.
Yeah. We're a rated M chat. We're a rated M stream.
Yeah.
Except it's the Cyberpunk rated M, where you could be naked.
Yeah. All right, so yep, Steve right now
This
is
is
trying
the big brain game you're interrupting stuff. This is the finals right here. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
When is it over?
Probably see how much time's left in the clock.
Yeah, we started around like 4:30ish. 4:30.
Scorpius closes at 6.
An hour and 15
Yeah.
minutes left
Gotta
on the
get your
clock.
tactical gear.
I've just
So
never
it's
been
6:45
Oh, yeah.
when we're done, roughly.
in there. And we refer to them all the time. I should
Yeah.
probably like.
Well, it's funny. That's like how I know how to get here. Is I know it's turn left at the Scorpius.
Yeah. I was so turned around at being dark.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
need to start an OnlyFans for this. This kind of mature content. The Nebraska, Nevada Ultimate Tabletop OnlyFans page. All right, so look
Yeah,
at
so
this
actually,
play right here.
it looks like Stevie is deploying.
I'm gonna walk over to Scorpius.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Look around.
Yep.
Talking about Scorpius Tactical. It's a
Guns and
tactical.
guns accessory
yeah,
store.
guns. Pretty much. That's where my wife works. Guns and guns accessory stores.
Only
Only
friends.
friends.
That's yeah.
Hi, Bo.
You know, that's for us. I mean, all we really wanted was just friends in this hobby.
Friends. Yeah, that's what it's all about, right?
Depends.
Do you want one? Actually, do you not want one? There will be one, unless you don't want one. Okay.
Yeah.
When you win.
Yeah, hey, it's only the bottom of turn 2, man. Alright, this just in. Tod feels good about where he's at.
Yeah, hot on the presses. Hot off the presses, guys. Tod feels good right now.
Yeah, let's see. What was I talking about? Yeah, so what Steve's doing right now is it looks like he's deep striking under the Dark Talon there.
Yeah, it's curious where he's gonna shoot, because the thing is that I think Tod could move off his objective on the upper left side.
Because he holds it now.
Yeah, but he could also like shoot at Stephen's Inceptors too.
Yeah.
Like he's
Well, the other thing too is like those Inceptors, like if there's anything not in combat, they could just wrap around them and then just shoot them there.
Yeah, I mean it's
rough when you got like 10 plasma Inceptors.
It's
like,
tough
all up
to decide what is the number one threat, because everything in these Marine lists, they could all, I mean, they're all really strong. Like you can't say like it's an Inceptor off. You know, it's like whoever's Inceptors kill the other Inceptors and those who win. You know, but it's not that case at all. Because Stephen just lost some Inceptors. It's really a positioning battle, but also like both sides are very lethal, but also very hard to kill too. So
yeah, just giving a quick update on score. So Steve actually
let's get the scoreboard up.
Yep, pull up the big old scoreboard. So far at the start of Steve's turn 2, he actually did score 10 on the primary there, which does give him a slight advantage currently. But with the way that the board's currently set up, it's not sure if you can keep up with that at this point.
If Stephen could like wipe out some of this, like half of it, and sit on that middle objective and try and contest it, that's really going to make the difference here.
Yeah,
because he's up right now.
Yeah, because like
he just doesn't look up.
Yeah, so looks like he just lost 1 plasma Inceptor to overheating.
Oh, he's outside of Azrael's range again.
Yeah. Yeah, but
yeah, I think I think you lose 2 Inceptors on average when you shoot overcharging.
Yeah, just because like you shoot enough shots that
saying 4
if you're shooting
4 shots each, let's say. It's still kind of hard to determine that.
Yeah, so it's not everyone should die, but there's about a 75% chance that when you do shoot overcharge with that many shots that you will die.
It's 4 shots.
If we're doing like average dice rolls per
hitting
model.
On 3s, reroll, no rerolls. So like you have a 1 in 6 chance. So with 4 dice, you actually do lose about 25. Oh man, he's gonna lose some to morale too.
Oh, because he's strung him out.
Yep.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, that's. I think you can't really overcharge your Inceptors if they're outside of the captain range, because he just removed 150 points of his own models.
Yeah, that's like sort of like the double-edged sword of
the
plasma Inceptors.
It really is.
Yeah, they could really give a hurting, but they could really give themselves the hurting.
Yeah,
too.
I've lost. I think every time I played them. Every time I played against Inceptors, 2 or 3 usually blow themselves up in a game. But, I mean, the upside about it normally is that you have a Primaris Apothecary. He could go over there and bring one back to life. So, usually that works, but neither one of these players have an Apothecary. So, when they have a blow-up, that's permanent. They're dead.
Yep. Tod just over there flexing. Got like the weakest thumbs up because it was like in the middle of it.
I like your shirt. I just noticed it.
Yeah, it's that boy.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, I guess I did show it on the stream once before we did the first interview today. So maybe you might get to see it again later. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so likely we'll probably have a talk with the
winner of this game.
Yeah, the winner of this game.
Whoever it is.
Yeah, one of the things I kind of want to do too is show off like the best model from the best painted player as well.
I think Zach's gonna win it.
Yeah.
Carson City, Reno area. Yep, we are.
Yeah, we're in the Reno, northwest Reno right now for Castle.
Game Castle.
But I mean, oh hey, Incline.
Incline
awesome.
Village, nice.
That's
see another
close
Reno
on by.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's
should come on down here sometime and
you
play.
gotta drive down the hill.
Yep.
Well, I guess drive down Mount Rose.
Could we PM? I thought we had to drive 5 hours. Yeah, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah, or you could talk to us through the account here.
Send us a PM or something.
Yeah.
Trying to get all the players around here. Because we had 20 spots. We had 18 spots open for this RTT, and almost all of them filled out. Or all of them filled up within 3 days. So we have a bunch of players here. And I think this is one of the healthiest competitive scenes I've ever seen. Just with how many players want to get better, want to practice, want to play, want to win these tournaments. They want to be good at this game.
Yeah, and also everyone I've played in this area, we all have a good level of integrity. We're not trying to dick each other over or anything like that.
As long as you're not dealing with my toxic ass when you roll hot against me.
Yeah, just roll average against trainer. And...
I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the dice.
It's not you. It's
definitely not you. You can't do anything about dice rolls. If my opponent rolls well, I'm not mad at them. I'm just mad that they're rolling well. I'm not.
Yeah.
And it's only on occasion. So.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks for the following. Yeah, it was cool.
Restarting after 4th edition. 4th edition was my first edition,
Actually,
man.
there was someone else in the chat saying just restarting after 4th edition. That must have been the golden age back in the day.
4th edition was a good edition. I think 2nd edition was I think this game has eras, right? It's 2nd edition was a big one. 5th edition I think was a big one. And then I think that 8th edition was the next big one.
Yeah, that was I feel the biggest growth for
8th edition.
Yeah,
it definitely was. And now we're sitting here in 9th edition, 5 editions later. I started playing when I was 12 years old in 4th edition, and I played Tyranids. Back when Blood Angels had a 2nd edition codex that was a pamphlet that was supposed to supplement the Space Marine codex. So, game has come a long way, and I love it right now. It's they've definitely done a lot of things to try to make it more of a tactical game.
Yeah. Also,
I did not play back in Carson because I just moved here from Nebraska in December of last year. I've been here 1 year and 3 days. I just moved here, moved here from the Midwest.
At least for myself too. I haven't driven down to. Well, I have a friend who lives south of Carson. That I've driven to his place, but I haven't played in any of the Carson stores. I know they had a store down there. I'm not sure if it's still around or not.
Yeah, my name's Trainer, by the way. I left a really, really, really good community in Nebraska with a really good group of guys, and I miss them a lot. But
yep.
Yeah,
now you got your boys.
I got my
here.
new boys. Yep. So I used to be in the Outlanders Gaming Guild. We used to go to a lot of GTs in the Midwest. So kind of helped start something here that's pretty similar. But yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you, JT?
I mean,
JT plays in JT's part of my old team too. I think that's him right there. He plays Slanesh Demons and Sisters. Yep, had some pretty good games against you, JT. Yeah. I remember one game I had where I kind of exploited the new Raven Guard, or not Raven, when the Raven Guard supplement came out.
Yeah, with early.
And he played Beta Sisters Codex.
Yeah.
And I think, that was a rough game for him.
Yeah, looks like we got a Tractor Gang in the chat.
Tractor Gang, yeah, that's Bo. Bo's a good dude too. I miss Bo. Still got my tractors in my dice bag right next to me. But yeah, I played against him. He was playing Beta Sisters where you could have a 4-up invul on your vehicles. And I took 15 Centurions and deep struck them, and I don't think that I really played well. I just thought that the list just kind of played itself. I don't think I really played very well in general before I moved here. I think I really started to see the game a little differently once I started teaching it to people.
Yeah, well, I like how it was. I feel like you moving here was sort of no idea.
I don't have you at any command points. We're not really keeping track. Sorry.
Yeah, but like what I was trying to say is like once Trainer moved here, like we sort of like started having like a spark of like more of like the competitive 40k. But then once we like got trainers, like we're playing ITC, we're doing these tournaments. And
y'all
stuff.
were
That's
playing
really,
book missions before I got here.
Yeah,
and now we're playing book missions now. But,
yeah, hey, I mean, yeah, nothing wrong with that now.
Yeah, look where we are now. So
started at the book, now we're in the book.
Just glad we had a lot of guys that were eager to learn and figure it out and get good, somewhat good. Still got a lot to go. Still got a ways to go, but I still got a ways to go.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, if you ever run out of ability to growth, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the game. Look at this surround here that we got going.
Yeah.
Steve looks like he roped in those Inceptors, so... Question on what's allowed at the GK store before I start. You can play whatever you want, man.
Yeah. As long as it isn't Space Marines.
Yeah, don't start Space Marines.
Yeah,
no, we're no holds barred, man. Bring the most competitive crap you got.
Yeah, that's you play what you got. You do your best. Like, there's no like, oh, you're a space. Well, I mean, like we joke about like people being Space Marines, but like
we give each other shit.
Yeah.
That's fine. You should see some of the other armies that are. Let me show you one. I'll go grab Ryan's Keepers.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, as long as like you talk to your opponent, like if you're doing some sort of like conversion where like you are like mixing in the models, as long as you like make it crystal clear, then yeah, just convert what you want. Yeah, you can see the keeper making its appearance. Yeah, and also one of the things, at least for myself, like, let's see what you're saying in chat. Maybe people will get custom models. Yeah, so at least like for us in this, or the way we like to do like stand-in models and stuff, as long as the model itself more or less takes up the same footprint as what the original model looks like, any like third party or like converted models should be pretty fine. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to bring up too is like it's like really cool like seeing those types of conversions too, because at least like one of the things that I'm more into like with the competitive scene is actually on the painting side. So like I'm really into like doing all sorts of conversions, like really painting up the armies I have, doing all kinds of stuff with it. Because like right now with my current army that I'm working on, the Necrons, I've been converting them all to be like infected by the flare virus, so they all have like converted like flesh all over them, made them super gory. Looks like it came out of some like horror movie stuff like that. So I'm hoping for some of the next GTs and RTTs that I'm able to take part of, just sweeping up that paint score. Yeah, and definitely like airbrushing, I feel like airbrushing, it can help with your ability to paint like I guess you could say higher quality models, but it also really helps out with the amount of time it takes to paint a bunch of models, because you could just throw all kinds of base coats down with an airbrush way faster than if you're to do it with just paint. And like what you're saying there too, like yeah, you could like rattle can to get all the base coats on there, but then if you want those types of like really clean gradients, then yeah, airbrush is the way to go. Alright, trying to look into what's going on with this game here. So Steve, the more bone-colored Blood Angels player, he's been charging up into those purple Blade Guard. So it looks like he's trying to crack the middle, but I think it's going to be pretty hard to do so. Yeah, so we're getting close to the end of Battle Round 2 here. So once it gets to the start of Battle Round 3, we'll go ahead and pull up the scoreboard and make sure that's all up to date, just so we know that's getting going. Because at least at the start of Steve's Battle Round 2, which is the bottom of 2, he was looking pretty good on the scoreboard, but I'd say position-wise, it's going to be a little hard for him, especially because Steve did choose the Oath of Moment. So because Todd's like, he literally filled up like the entire center of the board, it's going to be a little hard for Steve to get those 2 points of Oath of Moment for holding the center, and that potentially could be the deciding factor of this game. Yeah, it looks like Trainer's walking around now, just checking out how some of the games go. It looks like the Demons versus Astra Militarum, Ryan versus Forrest, that game is concluded. From what I last saw, I think Forrest probably took that game. So you know what? Let's I'll pull up BCP, let you guys know how things went. Yep. So Forrest, the Astra Militarum player, ended up winning 88-62. So yep, looks like for Ryan, he just lost too many of his greater demons early and just wasn't quite able to hold on to the gun line of tanks. Because I think for Forest List, he did have 3 tank commanders with executioners. I think I saw a Manticore or something in there, so a bunch of big guns for a lot of big bodies. Yeah, just went over Todd's and Forrest and Ryan's
game is over.
Yeah.
Ryan got a pretty high-scoring loss, so I mean he's just got like a 60-some point loss, so.
Yeah, which I mean that's still like when you're losing, like if you're still like above like the 60-point mark, like it's not the worst.
He'll do really well, so. What's funny is he might actually finish higher than Forrest, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, because they were both 2-1, I think.
No, Forrest was 1-1, and Ryan was 2-0.
That's right.
Ryan got down paired.
Okay, yeah. So now they're both.
Who
2-1.
knows? We'll see.
Yeah, they're both 2-1 now.
I think Travis has got this. He's got 10 Eradicators in the middle of the table
against a bunch of scrap jets and stuff.
Yeah, Eradicators are pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's running them as salamanders, though, which is like the optimal Eradicator.
Still think I like Inceptors more, but Eradicators, not bad.
Yeah, they have their place in more, because like the Plasma Inceptors, they can hurt like heavier vehicles, but they have to overcharge to do so.
Yeah.
Whereas the Eradicators,
Inceptors just are better against heavy infantry, and that's more the meta than the vehicles and stuff right now. So.
Yeah, well, I'd say that's like the wider meta, but like looking around at some of the lists around here, like there was a surprising amount of like more big monsters and
stuff. Yeah.
But you know what? We don't see them at the top table, so maybe that's why.
Don't. Meta's definitely heavy infantry right now. It is. That's why. And Inceptors also are fast. They're just.
Yeah, it's funny. Like Gangbusters just goes away, and then suddenly everything is 3 wounds.
Yeah, I wonder why GW did that, or I wonder why they did not do anything to hurt heavy infantry.
Yeah,
they would hurt their golden boys, the Custodes, and the Space Marines.
Yeah, I got the hot take here. After they release the heavy assault intercessors, give them a good run. That's when we're gonna get a Gangbuster style secondary. Yep, so right now in the game, so it looks like Steve was able to take out a few of those Blade Guard. You can definitely see the middle's thinned out a little bit there.
Yeah.
But still not quite enough for Steve, I don't think, to get his 2 points for holding the middle of Oath of Moment. And like what I was talking about earlier, I think that's going to be the deciding factor.
It will be.
Because they both took that secondary, and Steve just won't be able to match that.
Todd, he's doing the right thing. He's pulling from the middle of the table, or middle of the objective, so Steve can't consolidate in. So yeah, even if I think Todd will eventually, I don't know, like I think that even if he does eventually die off the middle, he'll hold the middle for long enough to where he'll get it. He'll survive for like 2 more turns probably.
Yep, and then for this round 2, we just hit the 55-minute mark for time left, so got about an hour left, and
there is.
See,
7 more games going, so only 1 game complete, and that was Ryan Ryan and Forrest, and yeah, and Forrest brought like an old school like bunch of tanks. 8th edition kind of looking list where I'm just gonna blow you off the table, man.
Yep, and he did.
And he did. Apparently Ryan got some really bad advances. He could advance in charge, by the way. Ryan can.
Yeah, because of the Slanesh demon. Yeah, he brought all of the Slanesh demons in a detachment, so that
he brought some in his own detachment.
Yeah.
I think that he has a patrol, so I think only one of them gives the locust. So essentially, functionally, he does have it.
Yeah, as long as he can keep that one that's giving it out.
Yeah. So he.
Yeah, and the patrol, you can
actually
you can fit 2 greater demons.
Yeah,
in there.
he had a hard time moving around the elves and getting to forests.
Yeah,
so
and that's what I was talking about earlier with sort of like the bane of big monsters is getting around those elves.
Unless you're a Demacron.
Yeah, that's where you just.
Then it doesn't matter.
Yep, you just take your chicken legs and just go on over.
Well, I think narratively, it's like mantis claws up top, like grab onto things and it just like crawls over.
So
Demacrons are giant praying mantises.
Yeah,
pretty much is what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, with their like belly that opens up and gets you with the little chompy.
Swallows you whole.
For that sweet D6 mortal wounds.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like right now Todd's doing some swinging on back.
Demons are kind of in a rough. They're not in a rough spot, but they're like not. There really is only one way to play them, and it's with a bunch of keepers at this point. I don't think that they're. It's just that 30-man units get hurt so much by Inceptors, and Inceptors are just everywhere. Like, because if you think about it, Inceptors should fire 2d3 shots of blast. If you have over 6 models in your unit, they're shooting 30 shots at you.
Yeah, well,
that's huge.
To clarify that, so the Inceptors have 2 weapons that are
D3 each.
So if you have 6, they automatically score 3 hits, so you don't even need to roll 2.
So yeah, it's just 30 shots, and that's like that could wipe out. Like if you have like plague bearers or whatever, they could probably wipe out over half that unit.
Yeah.
In one shooting phase.
Yeah, well, it might be a little bit harder if they get like the -1 to hit, and if they warp surgeon, but still, there could be a lot that could happen to that.
The name of the game right now is 5-man heavy infantry units.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like some cases where like having big squads can work. Like specifically, I'm thinking more of like the Necron warriors, like 20 warriors. Like unless you could like wipe out the warriors at the state that they're currently in, like if there are 20 left or 15 left, then you kill like let's say 19 of the 20, you have 1 left. They still get to do their reanimations after.
Oh, you're talking about charging in. I mean, you could take 30 bloodletters with the banner and get a 3d6 charge, and I'm not seeing a lot of people tear it up with that. You could like deep strike and charge 30. It's just that 30 demons don't really hit that hard, especially with some of these armies that could actually take a lot of screens. Like with my Battle Sisters, like I've got enough 5-girl units that I could essentially make it so you cannot deep strike in my side of the board.
Yeah.
So it's functionally not helping you to deep strike. So it's kind of like you're losing your gimmick there. I don't think... Demons are pretty much just Nurglings and Keepers at this point.
At least for like the top competitive.
At least for right now, but like the high, upper tier, like trying to win
also
GTs.
My favorite, the giant utility chicken.
Yeah, and the Lord of Change. Yep, 1 Lord of Change that you can make unkillable. And also, I think the lesser demons, the ones that are like Bloodletters, Plague Bearers, I think they're just too expensive right now.
Yeah, because at least with like the transition to 9th, you could like tell when we saw the original like points increases, like disproportionately like smaller infantry models gained more percentage points than like big tanks or like elite units. Because that's the one thing I remember, like, it was funny, like, the start of the 9th edition, everyone thought that, like, Thousand Suns were going to be, like, baller just because, like, they didn't really get their points increases.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like, with the way that the game is currently played, it's hard to play them, especially when you only have, like, 1 wound.
You can't take enough characters.
Yeah.
We had a lot of ideas what 9th was going to be like at the beginning of the edition, so we're...
Yeah, only problem with playing 5 keepers, though, is, at least in the competitive play for 9th edition, you're limited to have up to 3 of each of the
I think he means
sheets.
take 3 and then take the named keeper from Forge Rolled.
Yeah.
And then take Shalaxi, so that's 5. I think that's the joke there.
Okay.
I don't think he's being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zaracane.
Oh, that one.
That one, yeah. You have
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, but Ryan here took 4 keepers today, and he did pretty well today.
Yeah. Yeah, keepers, like, if you get them in there and they don't die, they're gonna Do some lawn mowing.
Oh, yeah.
Played it twice. Dude, that's 100% right there, man.
Yep, that's a 100% wins percentage.
Yeah, it looks like...
JT, why don't you just play your sisters? They're really good right now.
I'm going to see if the score got updated, because I think it might be Todd's turn.
Sisters are like S tier right now, dude. Smacky, we are looking at 2 Dark Angels armies. Sure, I'll update the points. Looking at 2 Dark Angels armies. The purple Dark Angels are the Fallen, and the other Dark Angels are the Dark Angels. Okay, what's Todd at right now?
So, he didn't put his primary down, but it looks like it's just the start of his turn now, so...
15?
Because he's holding 2 and more.
Yeah, he's got the one in the middle, too. Two banners or 1 banner?
Okay, 2 banners.
So how many banners do you have total? 2? And then Oath's a moment. Did he score any last turn? Because he only has 3 right now.
He's up to 7.
He's up to 7. And Direct Assault, he has 6, right?
Yeah.
No, he lost the middle.
No, he's 6.
6 at Direct Assault? Okay. What about Stephen?
He's up to 6 on Oath. And he got 3 on Direct Assault.
What about Assassinate? He killed a Tal Master. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, let's get this scoreboard over.
Yeah, you know how to get that up? Here, I'll do it real quick.
I have to clear this display, right?
You click that display.
Yeah.
And then you show the
Oh,
green
I
screen,
see.
And then you put, yeah. Yeah.
I see how you set this up. It's different than how I set this up at church.
Yeah.
So right now we've got, that's the secondaries. We always need to pull up this thing after Todd starts his turn, so he always has the 15 points, but it's actually, Stephen hasn't taken his turn yet, so just take
Yeah, actually, you want to make that 3 in there as well.
Oh yeah, I gotta change the battle around. So, so Todd's starting to take it away right now. As far as points go, he's only up by 15.
Which is 16, the primary.
Which is just the primary point.
Yeah.
And Stephen hasn't taken his primaries yet, but I think that he's gonna get...
Yeah, actually...
If Todd could blow him off that bottom right one, it's... Man, it's going to be tough for Stephen.
Yeah, because Steve was able to score his Oath of Moment points, other than the...
Yeah, because he did have a unit in the middle.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what's keeping the game close outside of the 15 points that Todd gained. So it's... Excluding that 15 points, it's like a 1-point game right now.
Yeah, it's... If you just look at what's left on the table, though, it's not very... It's pretty one-sided, I think. Because he's going to blow off everything off the bottom right objective, and then Steve's just not going to have.
Yeah, and the only thing that I feel like could maybe deal with that bottom right Dark Talon is maybe
So there are 3. We have 3 2-0s. No, we had 5 2-0s. One of them just lost, so there's going to be 4 2-0s, and then there's 2. So there's going to be 2 undefeateds. So whoever wins this one is probably going to win the tournament. Since Todd has 2 100-point losses or 200-point wins before this, so he perfected 2 games, and it looks like he's going to win this one. So I think if Stephen would win, he would also, I think, win the tournament with how well he did in his games. But there's also another guy that,
we
got 100 last round.
Travis.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird. If you want to look it up, it is the Game Kastle inaugural RTT on Best Coast Pairings. You could look it up and see how everything's going between all the other games and everything like that. So.
Yeah, and the reason why this is one of the weirder RTTs is because we did have 17 players, so that almost guarantees that there's going to be 2 undefeated players.
Right, we almost had 20. But anyway, what Sisters of Battle list am I running? So I've been playing this one list for a long time with a bunch of Celestians. And I won 2 RTTs with it. Won a lot of games with it, but I think I don't like how slow it is. It's essentially 30 Celestians, 27 Repentia, 10 Zephyrim, 20 battle sisters, so it's just a bunch of girls. 1 wound girls with 4-up invulns essentially everywhere.
Hey,
that
don't
hit
forget
really
your
hard.
missionary.
Yeah, I got 1 missionary.
The one dude.
That's the 1 man in my army. And then I got Celestine giving him a 4-up invul and a Magifier. All Bloody Rose, of course. 2 Rhinos. But I think I'm going to switch off that. I like that army because I have essentially so many screens that nobody could really kill away to get to my core. I got 2 Retributor squads too. So pretty much like I would take a hit to the face and then respond to Repentia and win almost every game. Not every game though.
Yeah.
But I've lost a few games. So I'm trying out something different this time. I'm trying Junith. I'm trying some Martyred Lady with 3 Immolators with 3 Heavy Bolters on each one. 3 of those with our Martyred Lady Retributors inside them. And then 3 Battle Sister squads, Martyred Lady, Junith, Missionary. And then I'm taking a Bloody Rose Vanguard with 27 Repentia, 9 Zephyrim, 5 Seraphim. I got the Canoness with Beneficence and the Warlord trait that lets you reroll all wound rolls. And then I guess, I got an Magifier in the Martyred Lady detachment to give -1 AP ignoring on all the Immolators and stuff. So I tried that list 1 time last night. I did like having a Heavy Bolter shooting. That's 27 Heavy Bolter shots, rerolling hits, rolls a 1, and wound rolls a 1.
Yeah, because you had Judith, who's your captain lieutenant there.
Yeah, she's really good. I think I'm going to stick with that until the new sister lieutenant comes out. She's pretty good. But overall,
Wait, they still haven't released all the sisters models yet?
They're releasing a new one with a plasma pistol, and it's called a... I don't know what it's called. It essentially gives a lieutenant aura.
Wow.
It has a plasma pistol. It looks...
Wait, and that's like something that was
badass.
in the codex? And
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Because I thought, like, if it was...
They still support sisters over at... How is the 9th Centurion army? Travis is about to win.
Yeah,
he's going to go
he's one of the undefeated.
Yeah, 3-0. Personally, I don't like Centurions. I don't think they're very good, but he's making them work. So
yep, I mean...
He seems to like them a lot. Oh no, that's the VR game. That looks terrible.
Yeah, well, it's funny how it's like effectively the same thing, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a sanctifier.
That sounds pretty sistery.
I don't know if that's what it is. No.
That Kings of War
What's
model.
the name of the new Lieutenant Sister model coming out? Like it's the it's not the sanctifier. It's the
I like how in that Google search for Sororitas
Here it
characters,
is. Open up YouTube real quick. Can you just tell me the name of the model?
Palatine.
Palatine. Yep, it is a plasma pistol wielding sister. She's a character. She gives reroll 1s to wound on all sisters within 6 inches. That includes Repentia, so you really don't even need the. You don't really even need the Repentia whippy woman. So she gives reroll 1s to wound. She has a power sword and a plasma pistol, so she'll probably clock in at around 40 points, maybe 50. Canonesses are 50, but that's with a bolt pistol chainsword, so I can imagine them even being 52 because she has a plasma pistol power sword.
Yep.
So she'll be strength 4, probably 3 attacks.
Yep.
Bloody Rose, she'll be
Yep,
probably
so
pretty hard in close combat.
Got a live tournament update here. So Travis just finished his game, winning 97-31.
97.
So he's going to be really up there in points.
Yeah, he's definitely got a podium.
Yeah, but so yeah,
It's going to be him second or first.
likely,
See
yeah.
how Tod does
Yeah,
here.
because he scored 100 points round 2 and I think like 80 round 1 or something like that. So yeah, he's definitely up in the running for
Letting
that.
the ISC guys win this tournament.
Yeah, so
That's why I need to play next time.
Yeah.
I'm always here to cock block Tod. At least make it harder for them.
Nice. He says rubbing his hands together with hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. Yeah, no terminate. This is over. I think Tod going first was a really big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now the thing is, Tod just needs to make sure he does score all of his points. Like, gotta just
win the tournament.
Yeah.
Travis only got 60 points on the first turn. Take a look at that.
Yeah.
Because he got 100 last round and got a 97 this round. So how many does Tod need to win this tournament?
Yeah, Travis got 63. So he has to. If I did the math earlier, I think so. Let's look at that placings. So, so Travis right now is at 260 points. Todd's at 200. So he has to score 61 to beat Travis.
And it's only round 3 and he only has 40. He already has 45 points.
Yeah, so I think this might be Tod in the bag.
Tod Travis. Wish I could have played today.
Yeah, I guess another thing, just because I probably got some new viewers. I mean, it's been about 7.5 hours since we started streaming.
Yeah,
one of the things.
11 viewers right now.
Yeah, one of the things I wanted to bring up again is big thanks to Warlayer, who provided us all of their STL files, because you can see like the terrain that we have on this table here. It's
all 3D printed.
Yep, all 3D printed from Warlayer. We had like 3 3D printers going nonstop for like 2
4
weeks. 4?
Yep, me too, and Harut too. So
of course.
And then we also want to thank Kastle for hosting us.
Awesome,
and providing us some awesome tournament prize support and also pizza. So
we appreciate pizza.
Yep. They could have very easily just said, no, we're not doing this anymore after we got put in a statewide pause. The occupancy is 100 people, so we got cut down to 25, and we're still able to do this today.
Yep, we have just enough
We have the table all safely socially distanced, and all the players are all wearing masks, and we all have hand sanitizer, and we're all being safe, and everybody's cooperating, and I'm not getting any anti-masker people in here.
Karen did not show up today. Nope. Well, that's because you didn't bring your sister's army with
that's
Karen.
True, I
Karen,
did not.
The leader.
Super Karen, yeah. But Game Castle's been very accommodating.
Yeah, of course.
I'm also going to say again, we have a GT coming on June 24th or June 25th at the RageCon, or at RageCon. So we're working up our stream to that eventually. So right now we're getting started with these RTTs, and the next one that we're going to do in February here, another RTT here, will be definitely better quality.
We're still working on the production
still learning
value,
all this stuff. So overall, it looks like things got better throughout the day. At the beginning of on the first game, we had a huge glare on the table, but now it's all right. There's a shadow on the table from the overhead camera, but
but you know what? Lesson learned: don't start your stream table literally
right next to a window.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turns out the sun is bright.
Yep, sure is. Yeah, you guys want to come out here? I should try and get it's 20 hours.
Yeah, no big
beautiful
deal.
drive. You go around the Rockies, then you go through some beautiful desert. But we might try and get a crew to go to Bug Eater this year. I know I have to go back, but I got a hybrid, so I'll try and do that. So maybe we get some people, some nutters to go to Nebraska for that GT. We have a limit of 36 right now, assuming some restrictions lit up for COVID. That number will go up. That is the lower limit right now. And then if we get our own room, we could maybe even do more than that. So if you're in the Northern California, Washington, Oregon, Las Vegas area, Las Vegas is another state to me. Anywhere really in our area, if you want to come over to this GT, it'd be pretty great. It'll be right when a lot of the restrictions from COVID are starting to let up. Hopefully have a vaccine by then. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, so the only update we have on the scores there, Steve did score 5 points for primary because right now it looks like he's just holding the his home objective.
Yeah, and that'll probably be the case for the next couple of turns. So here today we have mostly, and most of us are locals here, but there's like 6 or 7 players from. I am the TO for this, so you don't have to worry about me playing against you at the Rage GT.
Yeah, and you won't have to worry about me for best painted because I'm running the stream.
Sure won't. We're gonna probably have a couple, hopefully at least one Golden Demon winner doing the paint judging. And JT, we're gonna follow the Bug Eater system for paint judging. It's gonna run very much like Bug Eater.
Yeah, you want to explain?
I learned from the best. I learned from the best. How paint judging is gonna work at this GT is that we're gonna have a rubric, very liberal rubric. Everybody's gonna fill out the rubric themselves on their own army, and then you're gonna lay it on your table, and then I did not know you wrote that one. You're going to fill out that rubric. You're going to put it on your table during the lunch break on the first day. The judges, we're probably not going to waste the Golden Demon winners' times or anything.
Yeah, not for the pre-judge.
Yeah, we're going to have like normal judges come in over.
Yo, what
and
even?
We're going
I
to
programmed that.
all take a look at all what you guys scored yourselves, adjust it.
Yeah.
And then if you have a max score, which is 32, and there's 40 points on that rubric, so you don't have to even get every single one. You go up for final paint judging. So we got a hot mic. So.
This just in, Stephanie's hungry.
Yep, my wife is very hungry.
So am I.
Finish up your little boy game.
Once we finish,
yeah, we'll finish up playing with our toy soldiers soon, Stephanie.
Yeah. So once we finish that, once you're on the finals table, we're probably gonna get hopefully Caleb or Will to go take a look at all the armies and pick which one is clearly the best one. And so we got a lot of support for the GT as well. We just have to pay for some shipping for some stuff. I know Game Mat's helping us out.
Yeah, we're still in the talks with some other sponsors.
Yeah, we have a
well.
lot of other sponsors.
But yeah, definitely we'll make sure all those sponsors are well recognized once we get to finishing up some deals with them.
Wants to sponsor us too. A lot of sponsors say they want to help us, so we'll wait until they send us some stuff, and then we get some stuff up there for them. So the Reading guys are talking about how they've been up since 5 a.m. this morning because they had to drive over a mountain to get here. They're on the other side of the Sierras, so they're up in Reading, California. It's a 3-hour drive to get to Reno, and they made it here today. And their state's way more locked down than we are, so they can't really do RTTs like this. But I do want to thank John Bontadelli, who is mainly the main TO up in Reading. He ran the Tahoe Crown GT in June that we all did pretty well at. And then he also ran like a barbecue in the park RTT with no prizes that me and Harut, another guy from here, went to and had a good time, ate some hot dogs and played some 40K with some of those guys, and they're great people up there in Northern California. See you, JT.
Yep. Thanks for joining. Glad you could be here. Yep, so it looks like now Todd.
Yeah, Todd's like I have won the center.
Yep,
I'm out of here.
He is now. He's just flexing on top of that table right now. All right, let's see.
We're wrapping up here pretty soon.
Yeah, because
can you move my phone?
Yes.
I'm in your seat right now.
Yeah,
so.
we trading spaces.
Niagara.
Mom said that once. It was cute.
Yeah.
We got 30 minutes left in the round, and we have, I think, 3 games left.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to let everyone know 30 minutes, because I'm not a loud person at all.
So 30 minutes left on the round. We still got Zach Bacchus and Jay Clark playing. I think that they're actually wrapping up right now. I see some pen on paper, and a handshake. So that game is over. They'll be submitting their score really soon here. That is Eldar versus Space Wolves. Zach's got a beautiful Space Wolf army. I think he's going to win Best Painted today. We had some beautiful armies today. A few of them. As you can see on stream, some of our armies, a lot of players just, I guess, are too busy to paint their armies, so they get.
Yeah, I mean, like, what?
You get the space.
You're at home, locked down, not painting your armies. Dude, no, I think I know what they're doing. They're too busy, like, doing the brain game of playing 40k to actually just paint.
We're all too busy playing 40k to paint. So, and also, like, our lists constantly change because we're playing all the time, so we're trying this stuff out. So.
Yeah, so there's a lot of iterations going on, which means usually a lot of new models.
So, Nicholas Harp and Dave Althizer? I wish I knew Althizer are playing, and Harut and Joseph Lamke are still playing. Hey, Harut, are you almost done? Oh, what's your score? 78-33. Who won? All right, so Harut just finished. It's a White Scar victory over the Dark. 78, what?
78-33.
Over the Death Watch. So there's one more game left other than the one that's on stream right now. So we should actually be able to finish. It's crazy because the first round...
Here's your god back.
Thank you. The first round we only had, like, 2 games finish on time?
Yeah.
And then the second round, only 1 game did not finish on time. And now it looks like we're all going to finish 20 minutes early.
Which I am down for because I know I've got a dog at home waiting for me to get home.
Yep.
Should I start putting terrain away?
Yeah, if you could, like, where did we put the boxes for everything?
Yeah.
I'll start helping out with that.
Yeah. The box for the L's, the Zone Mortalis L's, it's underneath one of the tables.
Oh, it's underneath the middle table.
And then I think your tote is over in the corner over there by the chairs. Can you see if Nick's done? Go ahead and get a little head start on getting everything packed up here.
Yeah,
you can use clear bases.
Yeah, as long as what we're talking about
match.
before. Yeah.
You can use whatever base you want. You can use cardboard bases as long as they're the right
Dude,
size.
this is the lowest scoring top table I've ever seen.
Hey, it's bottom.
It's not over yet.
Trainer Nixon, bottom of 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, just so you know, if Todd scores more than 60 points, he takes first place.
Okay.
So
I've got 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at. Todd needs to score 60 to tie with you.
Yeah.
Because he got two 100-point games.
Yeah, because you ended at 260 total.
What the fuck? I should be at 268 or some shit.
Yeah, well,
Travis, where are you?
Can I not read?
Why am I cheating? Yeah. I got 97, 100, and then I got a 68.
Oh, they got a 63.
That says 260 on there.
Did you get a 63 or 68 on the first?
I had
turn?
a 68. Should have been 68.
Yeah, it said 63.
It's supposed to be 68. Judges gave up that spot of round 3.
Alright.
It doesn't really change any of the
Yeah.
It really doesn't, because I think you got second or first guaranteed.
Steven, kick him in the dick and run.
Okay, I tried.
Not supposed to say that out loud.
That's the end of the game,
Is it tabled yet?
Uh,
Steven, are you tabled?
I have Azure.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm not even worried about it. We completely forgot that was the one where you keep your objectives even if you get killed off of them or move off of them. Until somebody touches
Make sure to remind you guys.
well, shit.
I didn't realize
This
till
game
10:30
Castle at every
Well, I
weekend.
could have moved off and played a hell of a lot more.
You guys go talk
aggressively.
over there. We have a hot mic.
Oh,
Sorry.
Go congregate somewhere else where you're not supposed to congregate.
joining the stream.
That's fine. We got Travis here on the stream. He's definitely going to get at least second or first, probably second based on how this game's looking with Todd. Is Gaming Castle an every weekend sort of place? We play here almost every weekend. We definitely play usually every Thursday or so. if you send us a PM, we could add you to our group chat, and then you could kind of arrange games with us. We're going to try and do one of these tournaments every 2 months. In Fernley, we have a tournament every other month too. So they're going to take next month. We'll take February. So I get to play 40K every other month.
And then start looking for Sacramento tournaments coming back if Gavin Newsom ever opens up.
Who?
Sacramento. Great Escape Games.
Oh right, yeah, great, yeah. A lot of little tournaments in our area, just no GTs yet.
Right.
Bills will start coming in.
When's the GT up here?
June 25th. We got 6 months to prepare.
Thank God, I can get my army painted.
I mean, we got almost all the terrain at this tournament done in a garage in one day. So, what's the prizes for the tournament? We have $100 for first place. It's all based off of attendance. So everybody paid $15 today, and then everybody also got lunch. So it was.
Looks like Todd's coming in for the kill on Azrael and stuff.
Yeah, dude, he fell back, costing himself 1 victory point to kill him.
Just to kill Azrael.
Yeah, man. I mean, if the table gets you, it'll net him like 20 points.
I'm going to update the score here in a minute. It's round 4, right?
No, it's 5 now.
It's 5 now? Oh, geez, I'm not even like... We're like a little bit behind, yeah. How do you turn your phone on?
Oh, here, let me, here, you gotta get locked out, man. Secret password.
Yeah, we have, it's just, we take the prize pool, and today we had 17 players, and we charge $15 each, so we take, we take math. Sorry, I'm like trying to multitask here. We take all that, split it up, and then that's what we get handed out to the players. So, Game Castle is nice enough not to take a cut, so they just do this. We just get to do it. They don't take anything from us. So, they also made sure to pay for our pizza. They also paid for our pizza this time. They're not going to do that every time, but. So every dollar that went in from the players comes back as prize supports, and we have also some extra support from the store. They're giving us some old like starters with the old 8th edition starters. They are giving us a first strike, and they're also giving us the No Fear, the second tier, not the Dark Imperium, but the one below that. And then we're also getting like a Learn to Paint Death Guard set, which is going to go to whoever wins best painted. So,
probably Forest.
I'm picking Zach Bacchus.
Right.
With Space Wolf Army's gorgeous. Have you taken a look at it?
I haven't actually got
Forest basing is just not.
It's not there yet.
It's not as. He'll get it there eventually. His army's really pretty too. It's kind of hard. John had his salamanders look beautiful, but the rest of his army does not. Yeah. It's a whole army thing. So.
If John didn't sell his salamanders before, he would.
Yeah, his salamanders are beautiful. We'll show some models from the Best Painted Army on stream, so you guys can all take a look too. I'm going to also display the score here in a second. So,
Todd's playing Fallen.
Yeah, we'll play Dark Angels. So, it's like a paint set with three Plague Marines in it and some paint. So. Yeah, we also have a door prize that we're gonna raffle off. It's the first strike starter, and then we also have that No Fear, which is gonna go to. It might be a raffle prize too. I'm not really sure yet. So.
Todd gets 5 more banner points, and should max out at the moment.
Yeah, he's done. He's gonna win this one. They're still playing over there.
I think so.
Well, good job, man. I didn't think you were gonna do it with the Centurions.
Why does everyone knock the Centurions?
I don't
man?
like them. They're not very good.
They're hella good. What are you talking about?
They took like 2 huge nerfs.
They did take 2 big huge nerfs, and that's why they're not in force at 18 now. They're at 3s.
I think there's just better options for Space Marines.
There is. But the thing is, like, I've got all the better options.
Alright, so it looks like this game's over. Andy just went across the table, so... Looks like we are... So, he does not even need to score the last one.
Like, yeah, she would. Wait, what? Nothing.
No, he does. Todd, I guess I'm going to have to get the score sheet here, and we're going to finish this off. So Todd got 15 at the end. He's going to be one short on banners, so he has 14. One short on, or no, 15 max direct assault, and then max oath a moment. So a 99-point game. And Steven's going to get 11 on oath. And then so I have you at 44.
Does that count the
yes,
10 points?
You guys are both battle ready.
Yeah.
Hey, your question. My sister wants to know how Warhammer works. I don't know.
Making sure I'm mathing this correctly. Yeah, I am. So it's 44.
Yep.
I'm gonna let the computer figure out the math correctly. So 99-44. So Todd got almost 300 points in all three of his games.
Yep.
So it's 299 points for today. So
200.
almost 3 perfect games, and I've never even gotten 1 perfect game.
Todd's a very strong player.
He's all right.
I was only there the first day, but it was a good day.
I wasn't here to cock block him today.
This is true. I didn't have to play me.
Every time you win a tournament, like me or
it's Todd
like,
and you, like
yeah, but like we don't eliminate each other every
No.
time. Like the first, not saying you can't win a tournament. Like, not saying we
that's
just,
the thing is I'm always the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that you come to lose, just to lose the tournament. And I mean, I had a good scoring. I had 100, and then I had a 97.
No, you did good today. You
Then I had a 68 or something like
definitely
that.
earned that second place, and the second place is $75 gift card. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
it's still pretty good. So
Pardon my French on your adult themed here.
you could say whatever the fuck you want. Hold on a second.
Round if you ask how long it is.
So it looks like the top 4 are already decided. So it looks like Todd won. Travis got second. Forrest got third. And then John from Reading got fourth. So
Awesome.
pretty good for one of those guys to make it. Yeah, it looks like everybody's helping out pack up the train so that the Game Castle folks can go home. So I'm going to take a lap really quick. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. So I guess you're locked in here with me. Ooh, there's some strange things going on with the stream software. I will try to fix it for us. Alright, just trying to set up some camera action going on here so you can see our beautiful masks that we're all wearing tonight. It's getting there. If only technology could be faster than it is. Alright, let's almost got it. Sure, you could hear me doing all the rustling of the cables we got over here. Try to cable manage that as much as possible, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Alright, still slowly getting there. And check it out. It's me. I'm here. Oh no. That didn't sound too good. I think it'll be okay. Alright. So now that I got this whole thing set up, I think we need to get some interviewing going on. Yeah. Hey Todd, get over here. Are you ready for your winner's interview?
Sure.
Alright, so
Where do I look? There?
I don't know where you put your hands. That is a camera right there. Yep,
Where do I put my hands and where do I
We're
look?
going to Great Basin after this. If you
Okay.
want to come.
Maybe
It's
so,
over at Sparks.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
All right. So cool, Todd. I mean, how does you say this experience of this whole tournament went for you? I mean, definitely got some 100-pointers in there.
Yeah. I think I got some favorable matchups, which helped me a lot. And also I think that the Dark Angels have some really, really insane overpowered rules, and I was able to leverage that into high octane, diesel fueled,
Vin Diesel fueled.
Yeah, Vin Diesel fueled, just like charge towards the center basically in every game, and then just control the board. That's what this edition's about.
Yeah, well, especially like when you have a secondary where you just get free points for standing in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
Just hanging out, just killing stuff if they walk up.
Yeah, I also think that every mission today had an objective in the center, so that
Yeah, oh no, that like, yeah, you can
that
really
helped me
double
out.
up on those. Alright, yeah. Awesome, well, glad to see you getting some good games in today.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
tons of
how
fun.
did that last one end up? You
Almost
were
100.
1 point from perfection today?
Yes.
That is completely unacceptable.
Yeah, you know,
Hey, remember when I told you you shouldn't fall back? You're losing a point.
yeah, that was the point. It was definitely that point. Yeah.
That exact point.
No. Yeah, I have that sinking feeling of a pitcher that almost pitched a perfect game, you know. I think that these achievements are pretty much on the same level.
Yeah.
A local 40K tournament and pitching a perfect game in pro baseball, that's like about even. So
I'd say it's like about halfway there.
oh, okay. Yeah. Reasonable. Yeah, it was a great event. Game Castle was a great host. The bathrooms are very clean. I like that a lot. It was sweet.
Yeah, we also have the Space Marine back behind here protecting the bathroom from
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
It's definitely not the best choice of camera angle we could have chose initially, but you know what? That's the first stream we got here. We'll
Yeah.
make it work.
It was cool to see the a stream setup at this little RTT. It was
Yeah, no,
really
it's definitely
awesome.
like something that I've just been wanting to do for a while, and finally pulled the trigger, got the camera, got the overhead rigging, and just figured it out.
Yeah, super awesome, super cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Anything else you want to say for parting words? Any shout outs you got?
No, I mean shout out to my team. They helped me come up with my lists and stuff. ISC Gaming. But also, I mean, I interact with the nutters as well a
Yes,
lot. So
be on the nut side of the wall.
yeah, we get a lot of good practice here locally, which is pretty crazy because our scene's pretty small, but I think it's reasonably competitive.
Yeah, definitely say so. All right, well, awesome, Todd. Elbow bump.
Yeah, thanks a
Thanks
lot.
for showing up, man.
Thanks
All
for
right,
having me.
Cool. I think we're gonna have one more interview before we decide to end the stream. We're gonna go ahead and show off the best painted army. So for now, I'm gonna put on some pretty awesome beats, and we will be right back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, everyone. So we're here with Best Painted here at the game Kastle RTT, Zach Backus.
Yep,
Backus?
Backus.
Cool, awesome. Yeah, so he won the Best Painted with the Space Wolves that he brought here. So if you want to, you could go ahead and like talk about some of your models, show them off to the camera here.
Yeah, so the 2 units that did the best was Redemptor Dread, right here.
Check them out.
So he's got the Plasma Incinerator, the Onslaught Gatling, Fragstorm, and an Icarus Rocket Pod. So he did really well. I mean, he got targeted early on, but that was kind of part of the plan. He's a big threat. So that was
he's there to take the pain.
Yep, able to draw a lot of fire away. And then the other one is I had a unit of 5 Thunderwolf Cavalry that did a lot of work, and then a Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf that did a lot of work. And just the way that I had that Wolf Lord set up, he ended up being T6, 9 wounds. He was a real threat on the battlefield, and they drew a lot of fire. So I really love these models. They were actually painted by Mini Painting Papa, who's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So go check him out.
Cool. Is he one of the local Reading guys, or?
He's not. He's actually out of Washington.
Okay,
so
cool.
he's up out of Washington. He's a Marine Corps vet. Does this on the side. Is kind of getting into the hobby. He doesn't really play himself, but is kind of getting into it and does some fantastic work. A lot of green stuff. A lot of conversions.
Yeah, because definitely it's like cool seeing like all the like wolf pelts and stuff on there.
Yeah, and most of my army's Primaris, so a lot of that is just very generic, but he did a great job of really wolfing it up with a lot of different bits from different boxes or green stuff. So fantastic work that he did.
Yeah, awesome. Looks like you have a nameplate for your Dreadnought as well.
Yeah, so all my character models, they all have nameplates from Versatile Terrain. So this guy right here is Baldur Trollbane. I also was playing with a Phobos Rune Priest, and then a just your standard Wolf Priest. So they did some good work. They got those on there too. Right now he's actually in the process of doing the actual Wolf Lord, so that he'll be done here pretty soon, and then he'll have his name plate on him too.
All right, awesome. Yeah, maybe you should give a painter's name for one of those models on there. Yeah, you got your Best Painted today.
For sure.
All right, awesome. Well, I think that's all I got for you, so elbow bump.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for joining, and thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So at least for us at the stream too, we're done for the day now. We finished everything up. Todd ended up, I'll pull up the top 5 real quick. So let me just, don't mind me pulling up apps on my phone that I'm also using as a camera. It's a little loud. Don't mind that. I'll eventually get there. Oh yeah, there you go. Don't worry about being in the camera. We're all good. We're first stream here, so figuring stuff out as we go. All right, so pulling up the top placings for today. So like we had the interview with Todd earlier, came out in first place with his Dark Angels. Travis Rader with his Salamander Successors, second place. Third place, we had Forrest Johnson. Hey, welcome back. Just talking about you in second place. Just going over the top 5 for this tournament here. So, yep, we have Travis here, the Salamander Successor, in second place.
I played Red Scorpions.
Salamander Successor.
Yeah, they're totally Salamander Successor.
Yep, just getting all the dudes in. Yeah, I mean, Todd, he's already here once. Yep, there he is.
Oh, we're not socially distanced.
Yeah, here. I got this for you.
I'll snort it.
Who are we even talking to right now?
Oh,
good God.
6 people?
Oh.
Oh, look at you going. And, cool. It's awesome. Finishing up that top 5, we did have John Bonatelli in 4th place. That really went everywhere. And then we got Zach Backus, who also won the Best Painted, ending up in 5th place. So I'd like to give a big thanks to everyone who joined in on the stream. Really good hanging out with your dudes. We got the Nebraska folks, some dudes from Incline here in Reno and everywhere. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone for joining, and we are going offline. Got any parting words, trainer?
Warhammer's great, and I love it.
It is pretty sick.
When I'm not playing it, it's more fun, I guess. No, actually, it's
doing the whole like TO is.
It's fun watching everybody play, and we had a really good day today. It's my first time TOing anything. TOing anything Warhammer. I've TO'd a lot of Pokemon things before, but Yeah, it looks like I want to thank everybody here. Everybody's helping set up everything back the way it was. It took us like 2 hours to get everything set up.
Oh yeah, last
with
night.
4 of us, and now with like 20 people here, it's already all set back up. So I also want to thank Dave at the store for helping us out, and also Jeff, the owner of the store, for helping us out too. Made everything easy as hell for us.
Yeah, a bunch of help.
Got out of our way, we got out of their way. They got in our way in good ways.
Yeah, helping us out with our minor inconvenience of a glare problem this morning.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff was on point. Thanks whoever called this morning and told Jeff to cover up the windows.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only like so much like attention span we can have while running the stream,
right,
TOing, trying to
TOing,
cast. Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff going on.
Want to thank all the nut guys for helping out paint all this terrain and putting in the work and making sure that everything
it's backwards.
ran smoothly.
Ton.
And yes. Everything ran smoothly. I want to thank everybody that showed up today and made this like a really good day, really smooth tournament. No butt hurt, no drama, no fake players.
A bunch of fun.
No Brian Siegler. Thanks, Sean. So I also want to thank Fork for running this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of
really
fun.
Well. He's been here all day, and I got breaks and everything, and he couldn't take very many breaks. So
well, we have already crested the 8-hour mark of the stream.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's about how long today was.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody that tuned in, too. We had 11 viewers at one point, so...
Yeah, I think we maxed out around like 15.
Yep, and thanks everybody for bearing with us, too, because this is our first time streaming, my first time TOing, the first time this store has ever ran a tournament, and everything ran really well.
Yeah, just a nut load of first today.
Yes, first for everybody right now, so I'm looking to the right because I'm watching everybody go to work, setting up everything, and Travis is standing right within my social distancing bubble, too, and so...
Yep.
All right.
I think it's call it time to go offline. We'll leave you guys with some pretty sick beats once again.
Yep.
So thanks again, everyone, for joining.
For tuning in.
We might be seeing you maybe in a couple more weeks if we do some more home streams, and then if not,
we will be doing some more.
Yep. So the next game, Kastle RTT, in 2 months from today.
Yeah.
Exactly at this hour.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Thank you, everyone. Looks like we're gonna have the final nut button press from Travis.
Yep. And thanks Warlayer for sponsoring us too.
Yep, and Game Castle for hosting us.
Game Castle for hosting us.
So thank you all, and have a good night.
Yep.